So you clicked on this video because you want to be better at baseball, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. I'm going to give you everything you need to become a great baseball player. So I was thinking, and I came up with 8 main areas of baseball improvement. 8 things that all players should work on if they want to get better. When all of these things are combined together, they make one beastly baseball player. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about each of these 8 things. I'm not going to go super into detail into each one because I don't want this video to be an hour long. So yeah, I'm just going to talk a little bit about each of the 8 aspects. Make sense? No? Okay, so for example, like hitting is going to be one of the aspects. In hitting, there's different parts of hitting, like power, hitting for power, and situational hitting are 2 of the many things. And I'll list each of those things about hitting and talk a little bit about some of those, and then we'll move along to the next one. And I will have a playlist link for every aspect, so if you are looking to improve more on that aspect, you can hit the playlist. I'll leave cards on each one as we go through up there, so keep a lookout for those. But at the time this video will be uploaded, I'm probably gonna have under 30 videos on my channel, so there might not be a ton of content on each aspect. All right, sorry, that was too much talking. Let's just get into the video. Welcome to Upswing Baseball, where we give you tips and drills to improve your baseball skills. So subscribe and hit the bell if you want to take your baseball skills to the next level. And let's just do this. So, number 1, the first aspect, I already mentioned this earlier, it's hitting. The 2 main aspects of hitting are power and contact. If you are really good at those 2, all the other little parts don't really quite matter as much. But all those other little tools can really add up and make a complete great hitter. And all those other little tools are stuff like situational hitting, moving runners over, pitch identification, bunting, and there's lots of other little things too. There are many ways to improve in each of these little areas. Tons of drills, more than I could count. But like I said earlier, I don't got time for that. If you have time for that, you can hit the playlist up there. There's the card, and it'll take you to my hitting playlist if you are looking to improve your hitting. Moving on, number 2 is fielding. For this one, we're gonna combine infielding and outfielding into one. All the skills included in this are ground balls, fly balls, throwing to the various places like first base, cutoff, second, third, anywhere in the field where you gotta make a throw, quick transfers, blocking out the sun, communicating with your other fielders and like who's got priority, and everything else. You have to develop each of these skills, get good at all of them to become a complete fielder. You do this through good fundamentals and a lot of reps. Moving right along, the third aspect is pitching. I know this one doesn't apply to all players, but there's a lot of pitchers out there, so I had to count it as one. The main skills needed to be a great pitcher are velocity, location, having multiple good pitches, and good mechanics. There's also some other little things like pickoffs and like the whole mental game of trying to get hitters out, that whole pitching strategy. But while we're talking about pitching, the first thing I gotta say is velocity is overrated. Don't get me wrong, velocity is a really nice tool to have as a pitcher, but accuracy and control, more importantly, control over multiple good pitches, beats velocity every time. You guys all know about the Aroldis Chapman, Jordan Hicks all throwing 105 and stuff, but what you don't hear as much about is like Zach Greinke, Adam Wainwright, topping out at 90 on the fastball and still finding ways to get hitters out. How do they do that? They locate, spot their pitches, use their different pitches well, change it up, and keep the hitter off balance. So velocity makes life a lot easier as a pitcher. Like if Adam Wainwright, Zach Greinke had that velocity, they would be much better pitchers. But if like Aroldis Chapman and Jordan Hicks had the accuracy and craftiness of those old veterans, they'd probably be unstoppable. Velocity is good, changing speed and locations is more important though. The 4th aspect that we're gonna talk about is the weight room. You can only get so good on the field. Eventually you're gonna hit a wall and you're gonna have to go work out. When you're in the gym, you gotta train all areas of your body, legs, core, arms, shoulders, back, everything. Don't be one of those guys that just trains all arms, got giant arms, but nothing else. That's not gonna help you as a baseball player. The most important areas to be strong as a baseball player are definitely the legs, core, and shoulders. It doesn't mean all the other areas aren't important, it just means those are more important. So do not forget about them. And also, as baseball players, we need to train explosively because of all of the explosive movements done in baseball, like hitting, swinging those hips, and pitching. They're both very explosive, quick, rapid movements, so we need to simulate that in the weight room. All right, we're halfway done. Number 5 is speed. Included in this aspect I call speed is base running and speed and agility training. On the speed and agility training side, there's a lot of things you can do to improve your speed and agility. Lots of ways, very complex, but in short, a couple of things you can do to help your speed and agility are climbing stairs, running hills, running with resistance like bands and parachutes, and then also ladder drills, you know, those speed ladders. I'll put a picture somewhere. Doing drills with those can help you get those quick feet, but also you can be quicker around the bases without all that training. And that happens by taking better angles on the bases and being more efficient and smarter on the base pass. It can make a huge difference, believe me. And I made a couple videos about that already, so if you want to check those out, hit that card up there to take you to my base running / speed and agility playlist. So for number 6, we got baseball IQ. Put simply, if you have a really good baseball IQ, you know the game really, really well. You know what to do in every single situation. You notice all the little things and do a lot of little smart things that give you an edge over everybody else. Players with a high baseball IQ think and play the game on a different level than everybody else. And if you're looking to increase your baseball IQ, that really just happens when you're around the game, playing, practicing, paying attention to all the little details, studying the game, learning anything and everything you can. Gotta watch the big leaguers really closely and see every little thing they do that makes them so great. Moving on, we only got 2 more. Now we're on number 7, and that is nutrition. We're taking things off the field, away from the field with these last 2 aspects. Nutrition happens in the kitchen, not on the baseball field. You gotta eat healthier, better, and smarter. Set yourself up for success on the field. That means eating enough so you can get bigger and stronger, but also eating good stuff, getting what your body needs, which is lots of protein, complex carbohydrates, and then fruits and vegetables, and lots of water too, of course. Gotta hydrate, you know. Don't neglect this aspect. It's a lot more important than you think. And we made it. Last aspect, number 8, is recovery. Recovery, I kind of could name this taking care of your body. It's all the things you do before the game, after the game, to prepare your body to perform well. Some of those things are stretching, sleeping, icing, and all that stuff. Just like nutrition, these are the things that set you up for success on the field. I get it, they're boring, but for example, when you don't get enough sleep and you have a game the next day, it can make a huge impact on your performance. I know I didn't really get into much detail on some of the things, actually most of the things, like the specifics on how to improve in each area, but this was more to give you an idea of all the areas you need to be good at to become a great baseball player altogether. Coaches and scouts love all-around players, 5-tool players, you probably heard. So it's really important to develop all your skills. Don't just focus on one thing. But this video was also kind of an outline for all my other videos, what I needed to make videos for. So for like every little thing I mentioned in this video, there will be another entire full video on that little thing sometime in the future, if there isn't already one already. So that is the end of this video. If this video gave you a better idea of how to improve your baseball skills, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want, now you can head down to the description. There's some cool stuff down there for you to check out. If you want to see another one of my videos, click the one down there that YouTube recommends for you. It'll probably be a good one, maybe. But yeah, I'll see you later.